back without car seats.
Get your ass out. I don't give a fuck, bitch.
Hit me.
Hit me. Hey. I'm waiting on my nigga to come get my kid. Hey, fuck wrong with you? Hey, what the fuck is y'all doing? What the fuck is y'all doing?
I got it all on video.
I don't care. My man coming to get my kid. So
Let me go get the address for you. No, he do his job too. He worked. Wow.
You saw that video of me and my kids in that mail truck, and he tried to, well, the kid's father tried to make it seem like I was delivering mail out of my truck with my kids, which I wasn't. I was actually in front of the daycare waiting on my guy to come get my kids, and that's it, because he said he couldn't get them. If you couldn't get them, why were you there? And I was there picking up my kids and waiting, and the only reason why they was in that mail truck with the door closed, because I told my daughter to get the kids up in there and close it, which it was AC blowing, but I told her to get them in there and close it so he wouldn't take my kid. To him and a brother, basically they tried to set me up to make it seem like I'm an unfit mother so he can get off child support. And I'm so tired. I've been going through this for a year and a half, and I've been trying to ignore it because I'm like, I'm not going to give him my energy, but now you're trying to jeopardize my job. And then he put emergency full custody in place, meaning like he put in the order of protection, so therefore I cannot be around my kids until April 15 when we go back to court. And it's killing me. This is wrong, but I'm trying to stay strong, because anybody know me, I love my babies. I'm not no unfit mother. I've been on my job for 10 years. I'm not going to jeopardize my job, and I even help him get in the post office. I'm not going to jeopardize my job and ride around with my kids. I'm not going to do that. And I don't even have a car right now, but I'm working on getting a car, because I gave him my car back, because I don't want nobody, I don't want him to know what kind of car I got. I even had to move because he was harassing me. You know, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. So look, I did put a GoFundMe up. Like, look, I just need some help trying to get a family law lawyer. Anybody got some information, send me the best one. I just need help. I need my kids back. I can't. I work too hard. I'm not no unfit mother. I can't.
Hello there, villagers, and welcome back to another video here in Stacy's Random POV. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the post notifications on, so you are aware when I'm about to post something as interesting as this video, okay? Alrighty. So as you guys can see in the first two clips that I posted, this situation is a very hard one, and I feel very, very sorry for this lady, because the first video went viral. She had to come back and basically state her piece on the second clip, saying that the father of the two little girls was setting her up with his brother. He doesn't want to pay child support, and there's a lot more details that just came out. The children were removed from her custody. Now she is awaiting the court date. I believe it's August 15th, so she misspoke. She said it was April, but it's actually August 15th, 2025 that she is going back to court so that the case can be handled by the judge. And she says that she's been dealing with so much with the father of her children. Of course, you guys know how I like to do things here. I posted the other reactions of other creators who had something to say about this matter, because again, it went completely viral on TikTok and on Facebook. And I will post the link for her GoFundMe in the description at the bottom of this video. So be on the lookout for that once you decide whether or not this is something you want to help with. Personally, I feel so sorry for this lady, because it does not seem like she was en route, and it does not look like she was working. She exclusively said that she was waiting for her boyfriend, and she had another older daughter there with her. However, this is for the courts to decide. I feel very heavy in my heart for this woman, because I know it is not easy juggling a professional job And this is not a woman who takes public assistance. This is not a woman, because once you work for the U.S. Post Office, you are not eligible for none of these things. So I feel very, very sorry for her. And you are going to hear with the other clips from other creators a little bit more details about the father of her children. And honestly, I hope that he loses his job, because I believe it's illegal for anyone who's not a postal office worker to touch or mess with a post office truck. You cannot touch a truck, a post office truck door. You cannot attempt to open it. Nothing, under zero circumstances, because it contains personal and sensitive information about other people. Now, you guys know I love you guys. I hope to have a very smart and open conversation in the comments down below. I can't wait for all of that to start. I'm down in the comments with you guys. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you automatically become a member of this village. You love this village. You appreciate this village. Because baby, it takes a village. Don't forget to turn the post notifications on, because all of these conversations are very thought-provoking. And this is a very interesting channel to have. So now with that being said, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye. To the father of those kids, I hope your 15 minutes of fame was worth it. Putting your kids through this, and your kids' mother. I hope everything wrong comes to you.
We have an update on the mail lady that was exposed for having her kids on the back of her mail truck. So according to her baby dad and his brother pretty much set this whole thing up. Initially, the baby dad was supposed to pick the kids up from daycare, but he just called and said, hey, can't do it. So she had to go get the kids. So her truck was really parked. She was waiting on her boyfriend, who is not the kid's dad, to come get the kids. She said that she was not even on the clock. The kids were sitting in the back of the mail truck, I guess out of the summer heat, waiting on the boyfriend to come. And that's when the brother is the one that was recording, allegedly, and the baby dad popped out of nowhere. And that makes so much sense to me, because I'm just like, why would a stranger just be walking down the street and randomly just start recording? It was a setup. It was a setup. So what I'm thinking happened is that they were like around the corner from the daycare where she was picking the kids up at, and they followed her. I guess they knew that she was going to be in that mail truck. So they had their cameras ready so they can expose her. That same day, the police was called, but she was able to go home with her kids. But the baby dad filed like an emergency custody order, and now she can't see her kids until August 15th. She said he's made other filings in an attempt to build this case against her. But according to her, all of this is in an attempt to evade child support. This is so odd to me. Just come get your kids. Now you having her to have to go get the kids when you were supposed to get them, and have her boyfriend, who is not even their dad. You're the dad that was supposed to come get them, couldn't come get them, but somehow you have time to make a production and post it to expose her on the internet. It's also weird to me, but she does have a GoFundMe. It's on her page. I'm going to leave her name down below. It's on FB. You look it up, it'll pop right on up, and you can scroll down a little bit and you'll see the GoFundMe. But yo, crazy. She's only asking for $5,000 to help with like legal help, and she's asking for referrals on like a good family attorney. So y'all help her out.
I found the baby dad, y'all, but I'm really scared to tell y'all because I know that y'all are going to go and flood his accounts because I unintentionally sent y'all over there to him, which is like not my intention at all. I just know everyone is curious as to who the baby dad is. I found his mama too. Now that was an accident. I did not mean to find grandma. I am exceptionally talented at finding people and information on the internet, and I honestly really shouldn't be this good at it. Like, it's really like my superpower, for real. But I can tell y'all this is not the first time that he is filed for an emergency like custody type situation, but he wasn't granted it last time, and he also did file to like get rid of child support, so that part is true. He also works at the post office from what I've seen, because he posted a video which appears to be a USPS carrier uniform. He also seems to be very much a mama's boy, I can say that, and he's in his 40s, so he's old as hell acting like this. And the only thing that's stopping me from like telling y'all who he is and like how to find him is because when she posted her GoFundMe, she included a picture of the motion for emergency custody that he filed on their case, and she crossed out his name. So I don't know if she crossed out his name like for legal reasons, like just to protect herself legally, or because like she genuinely doesn't want us to know who it is. And I don't want to be the person that disrespects the fact that she doesn't want us to know, but at the same time it's like it's public information. So I'm morally struggling with this information, and I already know y'all gonna be like, tell us, because y'all are messy and nosy like me, and I like that. But again, I don't know if I should tell y'all. I don't know.
How do you feel knowing that you caused a mother, a working mother that was willing to work and take care of her kids, lose her job? When I tell you, I hope the internet turn you every which way but loose, I mean that. I hope they turn you every which way but loose.
You guys, there is an update, and it came from the mother's mouth directly. So of course she had to make a video because it went viral, so she had to explain what actually happened that day. So the person that was recording was not the child's father, it was actually the uncle, and she was not actively en route, so she wasn't delivering any mail, and she was actually parked in front of the daycare because she had just picked her kids up from daycare, and the baby father was supposed to pick them up, but for some whatever reason he was not able to come get them, so she was waiting there for the guy that her boyfriend to come pick them up on her behalf. So the reason why the doors was closed is because she did not want obviously that right there to happen or whatever. So the uncle was actually recording them to expose her because they knew, you know, what she do on a daily and all of that or whatever. So when he had pulled up, yes, she did run to the truck because her kids was in there, and she did not want that to happen. She did not want her job to be at jeopardy. She's been at that job for over 10 years, and she did not want them to jeopardize that, which they in fact did. So on top of all of that, the father did go and file an emergency order based off the situation that happened there. It was granted. So now she had to wait until August the 15th to go to court to basically get her kids back.
Here go a little update. I'm really feeling some type of way. I feel for this lady. She lost her kids. She don't have her kids right now. I was a kid that was taken from my mama because my daddy didn't want to pay child support. My daddy made me think that my mama was an unfit parent. So my daddy did everything he could to get me taken from my mama. He got people to help him write letters to say how bad of a parent my mama was. And then next thing you know, my daddy stashed me at my grandparents' house. I found out a lot of stuff as I became an adult, and I started talking and I started asking questions. So my daddy stashed me at my grandparents, I guess till the heat died down. So then I went back to my daddy's house. Then I was taken from my daddy's house because while I was living with my daddy, it was a little bit of child abuse. They could call it what they want to call it. The hospital got the records, and my body got the wounds to talk about it. So I was taken then from my daddy to I lived back with my mama. And then I was just raised hell, and then I stayed with my grandparents from the time I was 12 to the time I was 18 years old when I moved out. It's sorry Negroes out here that just don't want to take care of their kids. Plain and simple. That woman doing what she can, and she even said in the video out for the update that she was sitting in front of the daycare waiting on her baby daddy to come pick the kids up. The daddy and his brother was trying to take the kids. That's why she said get in the truck, sit in the truck. So that's the update for all the people that sitting there running their mouth. I feel some type of way because I can't stand when parents using their kids as pawns because they don't know how to emotionally sit down and handle situations, man. Damn.
We have an update on the mail lady that was exposed for having her kids on the back of her mail truck. So according to her baby dad and his brother pretty much set this whole thing up. Initially, the baby dad was supposed to pick the kids up from daycare, but he just called and said, hey, can't do it. So she had to go get the kids. So her truck was really parked. She was waiting on her boyfriend, who is not the kid's dad, to come get the kids. She said that she was not even on the clock. The kids were sitting in the back of the mail truck, I guess out of the summer heat, waiting on the boyfriend to come. And that's when the brother is the one that was recording, allegedly, and the baby dad popped out of nowhere. And that makes so much sense to me because I'm just like, why would a stranger just be walking down the street and randomly just start recording? It was a setup. It was a setup. So what I'm thinking happened is that they were like around the corner from the daycare where she was picking the kids up at, and they followed her. I guess they knew that she was going to be in that mail truck. So they had their cameras ready so they can expose her. That same day, the police was called, but she was able to go home with her kids. But the baby dad filed like an emergency custody order, and now she can't see her kids until August 15th. She said he's made other filings in an attempt to build this case against her. But according to her, all of this is in an attempt to evade child support. This is so odd to me. Just come get your kids. Now you having her to have to go get the kids when you were supposed to get them, and have her boyfriend, who is not even their dad. You're the dad that was supposed to come get them, couldn't come get them, but somehow you have time to make a production and post it to expose her on the internet. It's also weird to me, but she does have a GoFundMe. It's on her page. I'm going to leave her name down below. It's on FB. You look it up, it'll pop right on up, and you can scroll down a little bit and you'll see the GoFundMe. But yo, crazy. She's only asking for $5K to help with like legal help, and she's asking for referrals on like a good family attorney. So y'all help her out.
And to that man who opened up that mail carrier truck, I just want to thank you, sir. And I just want to let you know, where you thought you opened up that door to break that lady, you actually opened it up to elevate her. Watch how the masses come together to elevate this lady. And God forbid if she lose her job, they going to do numbers for her. You thought you was opening up that door to embarrass that young lady, to possibly get her kids taken from her, to get her arrested for child endangerment or some mess, or even get her fired from her job. But the whole time you exposed her to the world, and with the people with a heart, they are going to reach out and help her. They may even give this lady child care for a whole year. I'm going to tell you now, you thought you was doing the devil's work, but you actually did the work of the Lord that day. You did the work of the Lord. That lady is out there doing whatever she got to do to make ends meet for her and her kids. And you gonna open up the door to try to embarrass her and whatever your end game was. Well, I'm here to let you know what you thought it was. It ain't work. It was turned for the good. And I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch this play out for this young lady. So again, sir, I tell you, thank you.
To the man who opened up the USPS mail lady's truck, trying to expose her for having her kids in the back at work, disrespectfully, fuck you. Because first of all, while you opened her truck, you just wanted to buy her a moment. You ain't trying to help. Because you were trying to help, you would have helped. That ain't helping. She obviously doing the best she can, didn't have nobody to watch the kids at the moment. She said multiple times that their dad or her boyfriend, whatever, is coming to pick up the kids any minute. But your ass want to open the damn door, first of all, starting the kids. For what? There comes a time where we need to mind our motherfucking business. I really hope she don't get suspended or lose her job, because people do what they got to do till they ain't got to do it no more. Probably ain't have enough money for daycare, so she had the kids with her. It's probably not the first time that she had the kids with her. Because like I say, you got to do what you got to do to make that money and put a roof over their head. You feel me? Everybody don't have a babysitter. The luxury of grandma or the dad watching the kid while you at work. To USPS in Chicago, I believe it was in Chicago, do the right thing. But as always, I'm just trying to give you the laws. Your daddy wasn't no gangster. How much y'all business?
Okay, the postal worker, I did an update earlier and I said allegedly, but evidently the video was correct because she has spoken. I am going to put her, I only got her Facebook name. I'm going to put her Facebook name so y'all can listen to what she had to say. But this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to hold judgment. I'm going to be very zipped because there's red flags for me. Let me say this. There's red flags for me because I know as women, a lot of us is going to jump on her side. But for me, there was red flags and don't jump on me. But there's two things that she said that kind of one, she said that she was not working with the kids in the van, okay? She was at their daycare. She was there to pick the kids up. She said the father basically told her he wasn't going to be able to pick the kids up. So, and my thing is, if they showed up, I think he showed up with his brother. If he showed up with the brother, one thing about a man, you can't tell a man, I'm waiting on my, what word she said on the video, I'm waiting on my ninja to pick my kids up. Those are his kids. So no matter what's going on, those kids, if you was working, you should have just passed the kids on to them. But that's just me, okay? For me, that was a little bit of a red flag. You don't throw another man up about his kids. But either way, let me move on. So she goes on to say that he's on child support and he's doing a lot of things to get off of child support. But then she also ended, she's looking for GoFundMe help. So once again, y'all could go and find her. For those that want to help her. But she's looking for GoFundMe help because he was able to get emergency full custody. And she said until next April, she won't be able to see the kids until next April. And in my mind, I didn't see the kids being in danger. So I'm wondering, why would the judge give him full custody until almost a year? For me, I need to hear the rest of the story. I'm sorry. Something not right here. Something not right. And I know some of y'all ladies may come at me because we always pro-women, and I am pro-woman, but sometimes y'all know, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave this alone.
Y'all, right now, is going crazy right now on TikTok. So I don't know if you all have seen this video. It's a video of a USPS mail carrier, Mazi Ra. She called her baby daddy, asked the baby daddy to pick the kids up from daycare. He said that he couldn't pick up the kids at that time. So what she did was she stopped what she was doing because she was actually on her route. She called her actual boyfriend, asked her boyfriend if he could come pick up the kids. So she goes to the daycare. She picks the kids up from the daycare, puts the kids in the carrier, got the air conditioner, fans, everything blowing or whatever. So she's waiting for the boyfriend to show up so that the kids can go with him so she can continue on with her route. Well, guess who shows up instead? The baby daddy. but I thought you couldn't come pick up the kids. Well, he swings the mail carrier door open and is recording the kids in a mail carrier or whatever. She comes running up and everything. She's cussing him out and stuff like that. So he then files for emergency custody of the kids. He basically set her up, recorded everything, filed for emergency custody of the kids. So he has emergency custody until August 15th. Well, when I tell you that people are pissed, because at first they were like, who is this dude? Why did she have her kids in the back of the thing in the first place? So she did a video and she was like, that's my baby daddy. This isn't no stranger that just walked up on a mail carrier and it was kids in the back of the mail carrier. No, this is the situation. So, man, when I tell you people did what they did best, they found out all this man's information, wanted to know who he is. Turns out he's a mail carrier himself. Now, she's young. I think she's in her 20s. This dude's in his 40s, lives at home with his mama. Now, he has filed for emergency custody before. He filed for emergency custody because he tried to file to get child support suspended or done away with, wasn't able to get that to happen. So he filed for emergency custody before. That got dismissed. So this time he decided to set her up. Filed for emergency custody, did get it. Man, so the girl has a GoFundMe. Y'all gotta go. They done found this man, all his information. Look, I don't believe in doxing or anything like that, so I'm not gonna give you all his information. But all you gotta do is just put in the search bar Mazi Ra or the USPS incident, and everything will pop up. But they literally just found this man's information 10 minutes ago, and it's flying all over the place. This is crazy.
I don't usually do this, but I want to speak on the mail carrier that left their babies in the mail truck. I'm not going to say I agree with it, but I'm going to say I understand, because this job, not for the week. They be trying to get y'all to work 12 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. And if you don't got a village or like, you know what I mean, a sturdy people behind you, this is not a job for raising kids. I'm not going to lie. Me, I had it good. I had a village and I had a lot of people that, you know what I mean, helped me. But at the same time, everybody don't got that. And I feel like for her baby father to do that is corny, because if you had that much energy to expose your baby mom for having your kids